And so Murray will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Now here's Jokic with the drive. Goes back up. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Using his size on the interior, Jokic extremely difficult to stop down there.
Pass to Green. Murray with it. Green picks him up. He's all alone. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
He turns the offensive board into a big slam.
Wow, he was so well positioned there. Credit his anticipation.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
With lots of prime seasons ahead of him, Clark, Nikola Jokic already has multiple MVPs and a championship.
It is an incredible resume already, that's for sure, B.A. I think he's got a chance to get into that top 10, maybe top 5 all-time conversation. But he's special, and what a joy to watch. Never seems to be overexerting himself, but he's making impact at both ends of the floor. He's extremely special as a basketball player.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day. Oh.
Pass to Jokic. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title, but Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
And so he hits both. The Rockets went from 22 to 41 wins last year, finishing right at 500, Clark.
Great progress by Houston. Just missed the play-in in the West. They would have easily made that same play-in tournament in the East. A huge step forward for the Rockets, no doubt. And I think it's a team that can sustain that trajectory.
Here's Brown. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. Over to the wing. Outside for Porter. Back to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
And Joker doesn't get up too often, but when he slams it down, it feels like he's trying to bring the basket with him.
Van Vliet scanning the floor. Pass to Şengün. On the wing, Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Thompson's got 9.
A confident shot from Amen. I mean, when he trusts his J, Thompson is that much more difficult to check.
Outside Murray. Floats one. It's been all about Nikola Jokic for the Nuggets. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be.
The Nuggets, 17.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Denver.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
The big man, Jokic.
Boy, I tell you what, passes like that from Murray will keep his teammates working hard to get open because they know he'll find them.
Here's Van Vliet. Rebound by the Nuggets. Now Murray. Looking at lineups around the league, Grant, seems like they're becoming more positionless than ever before.
Yeah, you're spot on, B.A. To the point where some people feel all-star voting shouldn't be by position anymore. It should be by merit.
And right now, Jokic has it going on. He's doing whatever he wants to out there.
from the sideline. Let's catch up with Allie.
KBA, the Denver Nuggets are building for the long haul. Their philosophy has been to draft polished prospects and then develop them into contributors. They look for 4 qualities: basketball IQ, character, positional size, and the absence of skill deficiencies. Brian, the track record has been strong.
It really has. Thanks, Allie. Just 5 on the clock. Murray with it. Van Vliet covering. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. On the wing, Brooks. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Yeah, just showcasing his athleticism. When Brooks gets open space around the rim, he looks to throw it down with authority.
And there's the whistle. The illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago. Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And how about the Fred Van Vliet story? From undrafted to all-star and NBA champion.
It's one of the remarkable journeys in the history of the league. There are a number of guys that have gone undrafted and ended up being all-stars and champions, but you think about it, one of the things they have in common in my mind, BA, is a real understanding of who they are and what it's going to take to be successful. And then the willingness to put in the work and not be distracted by naysayers or the glamour of being a pro. They've got a real anchoring as to who they are and what their business is about, and then they maximize their ability. That's Fred Van Vliet in a nutshell.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Jokic the screen to the middle. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Amen Thompson.
That's a nice job by Jokic, getting fouled in the act, and you know he's going to cash in most times.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now, and I wish more teams did that.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Here's Green. Takes the hit and scores inside. Green.
Excellent job by Green finishing through that contact.
1:58 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Murray. Oh, the teardrop falls in. Murray's got 6.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Gordon pulls it in.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Here's Jokic. No stopping Jokic in the paint.
Jokic able to play through contact and seems unstoppable when he's that close to the hole.
Thompson. Rebounded by Denver. .114 left to play in the first half. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Rockets trail by 4. And there's the drive. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
What a burst Thompson has. I mean, on his drives, he goes from 0 to 60 in a heartbeat.
Jokic the screen. Here's Murray. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Yeah, they really need to double team him.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. The free throw drops for Jokic. Grant, the Denver Nuggets have been on quite the run here in this window of time.
Yeah, B.A. It's all working for Denver in recent years. This is a well-constructed team that they play as a unit, and it makes it so difficult to try to get the best of them.
Outside Murray. High arcing shot. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
Using the soft touch, Murray rainbows it up and down.
Van Vliet outside. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Van Vliet's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Outside Murray. "15 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nuggets need to get one up. Stolen by Van Vliet. Here's Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point in the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
So a tie game here as we finish the first half. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. And it's Westbrook with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. And Westbrook draws the double. Pass to Cancar. And the layup is good off the glass. Cancar's got his first basket.
And it's no surprise they want to get him the ball to start this half.
And the defense to me looks a little stale, like week-old bread. I mean, they made that way too easy for them. They need to get back into the flow here.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Holiday looking for an opening. For the lead. Counted from distance.
Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Yep, count it. Westbrook's gotten 4 this quarter.
Just by nature of his style, Westbrook is going to draw contact, so he's got to be strong enough and focused enough to play through it. And he is and does.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, Jabari Smith Jr. is making some serious strides, and Coach Ime Udoka praised him and said his all-around game, his confidence, great defensive versatility. He's starting to handle and make plays for others. Shooting is a huge asset for him, but we want him to post up and find his mid-range shots as well, where he can rise up over guys. Brian?
He is certainly one to watch, Allie. Thank you. Houston shooting their first free throw in this game. Clark, it's been great to see the Nuggets as a perennial powerhouse these past few years.
Well, you know, that's what happens when you get a guy like Nikola Jokic. I mean, he's a game changer, and what a joy to watch. Took a long time for them to finally get to the place where they could win that first title, but usually teams don't become champions overnight. It's a process. Now everybody's scared of him.
Pass to Holiday. From outside the arc. They get it back. On the wing, Holiday. Out left to the wing. 5 on the clock. And it's Jordan with the rebound. The Nuggets trail. Takes a 3. Smith with the rebound. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
Things are definitely working offensively. A balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
And out of bounds. The Rockets will take it. This game, folks, a close one here in Houston. The drive by Holiday. Smith outside. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Westbrook taking his time here. Good on the bucket. Westbrook's got 6.
You know, even inside Westbrook, unstoppable. He plays with great confidence and also tremendous force for a guard.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or 2. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
Houston leading by 3. Outside Holiday. Here's the 3. Sinks it from distance. Holiday's got his second basket.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Smith. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. After years of finishing at the bottom of the West, things are looking up for the Rockets, Clark.
You know, B.A., they've done a really good job of drafting and developing players. That combination can allow you to move forward. And along with signing complementary veterans, that adds to the mix as well. And they've done a nice job. And they've got future draft capital, too. So the Rockets are certainly on the rise. How smooth was that move by Westbrook there? You can't close the distance, so he just ends up shooting that nice little soft floater.
And it's Adams missing. Nuggets trail by 5. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Westbrook with it. Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
It's hauled in by Houston. It's stolen away. Ooh, stolen by Smith. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a hurry. It's Houston up 3. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Houston leading by 3. And here's Holiday. Jacks up a 3. Offensive rebound. Smith outside. Second chance shot. And the foul on Jabari Smith. That's his first foul.
Boy, in a game this snug, you can ill afford to commit those kinds of turnovers.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. And they got called for a 5-second violation. Holiday from long range. Connects from downtown. And the Rockets lead by 6.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. Ooh, stolen by Smith.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
Pass to Jordan. To the paint. Westbrook outside. That one drops for him.
You know, whether it's going solo or in a set like the pick and roll, Westbrook has a knack for creating offense.
Outside Holiday. Puts up a three. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Westbrook. Jordan, the screen. Inside. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
Classic play that time by Westbrook, making space with the pick and roll to create for his team.
Here's Holiday. Good on the shot. Holiday's got 11 points here in the second half.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
And there's the whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. You know, Grant and Van Vliet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, B.A. Van Vliet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. But no wonder nothing seems to faze him.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Outside Murray. Three-pointer. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
If you're the defense, you've got to do better on Murray. I mean, even from way downtown, he's pretty accurate.
And it's Green off the drive. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Murray for three. Brooks with the rebound. Houston leading by 6. Thompson left side. Porter with the steal. A clear look for Murray. Murray can't get that one to fall.
With the defense absent, that was a great opportunity, but no go.
Thompson outside. Three-pointer, Van Vliet. Nails it from 3. And it's a 9-point Rocket lead.
And this is what Van Vliet is known for, a volume three-point gunner who shoots it well.
.149 left in the fourth quarter. And the shot goes down. Here's Van Vliet. On the wing, Brooks. To the inside. On the wing, Thompson. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Nuggets trail by 7. And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That'll be a second foul of the game.
15 foul.
A minute 29 left in the fourth quarter here. Outside Murray. Ooh, too long in the paint. And he's hit with a 3-second violation. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Rockets.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here.
On the floor, Murray is electrifying. I mean, he delivers relentless effort, and it keeps his whole squad energized and engaged.
Just 5 to shoot. Rebounded by Green. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup, make sure you get a good shot.
And the slam dunk by Thompson.
That is Thompson's game, rocking the rim and giving his team some energy.
Right side Murray. Shakes him. Here's Jokic. And the dunk by Jokic. The Rockets on offense. Out to Thompson. The 3 is up. Oh, he pipes it. 9 for 14 and showing no let-up.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Stolen by Van Vliet. Pass to Brooks. Gordon with a steal.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Unable to get that one. And so it's Houston winning this one. Boy, a hard-fought game.